She has taken that ceremonial bath to prepare her to utter the Shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah.
Hello Muslim friends of the world. The Western world's interest in Islam seems increasingly unstoppable. As seen in Argentina, they are willing to queue to get real information about this religion. This scene was seen at the King Fahd Mosque, Argentina recently. There are so many people curious about Islam that the number of visitors has to be regulated in such a way. After investigating, apparently the mosque management was holding several agendas about Islam, starting from showing documentary films about Islam, which attracted quite a lot of interest from visitors. Thus, several groups were forced to queue to enter the area inside the mosque. Many of them were curious and wanted to see firsthand the prayer activities carried out by Muslims. The activity was continued with a short study of Islamic teachings which closed with a question and answer session. Suddenly, the Argentinians immediately seized this opportunity. The mosque administrator initially explained the pillars of Islam and the pillars of faith. Then, it was also explained that Jesus was a prophet who had a special position in Islam, including that his mother was believed to be a holy woman. On that occasion, one of the Argentinian women asked the mosque administrator whether Islam also has a head, leader, like the church. No, we only have Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. All Muslims are the same, said a sheikh who attended the activity. He then explained that the sheikh is a guiding teacher in Islam. He is the same as a teacher. Sheikhs in Islam are the same as other normal people. They can marry, they can have families. It's not like in Catholicism, where priests or nuns are not allowed to marry, he said. We have families. All the prophets married and had families. The prophets and apostles were the best people in the world. We follow their guidance. There are no holy people in Islam, he continued. Another question that is also asked by Argentinian citizens is why do you have to take off your shoes when entering a mosque? Because this carpet is a place for worship, it must be clean. We bow down here, explained the sheikh. He also emphasized that worship in Islam is very easy and simple. Prayers can be done anywhere, not only at the mosque, but also at home, on the street or other places. As is known, quite a lot of countries with non-Muslim populations are quite curious about Islam. So it is not surprising that the mosques there are open to the public and are almost always busy with non-Muslims. On average, they want to see Muslim worship directly, and many of them are even interested in embracing Islam. Generally, they are interested in converting to Islam because they feel peace and tranquility within themselves after seeing and hearing direct explanations of the true teachings of Islam. On the other hand, quite a few non-Muslims admitted that they were initially afraid to learn about Islam because of the negative stigma spread by the Western world. The propaganda that is most often raised is that the Islamic religion is synonymous with terrorism. However, because of their high curiosity, they finally had the courage to attend the mosque and finally got the correct information about Islamic teachings. Argentina is one of the southern countries of South America and the country with the second largest area after Brazil. This country has quite a lot of population growth, namely 0.93%, so that in 2022 the population will reach 46 million people. Quoted from Findizien, of the total population, the community is divided into several religious groups, namely Christians, Protestants, Evangelicals, Roman Catholics, and Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons, as much as 79.6%, no religion 18.9%, atheists 6%, agnostics 3.2%, and Islam 1.2%. Of the several percentages of adherents of these religions, the largest percentage is Christianity and the lowest is Islam. The presence of Islam as a minority country in Argentina has always been associated with the Spanish conquest and also exploration from America. The presence of Islam in Argentina can be attributed to the Spanish conquest and also the exploration of America. The first Muslim settlers were called the Moors in the 15th century, who explored America at the same time as Spanish explorers. Moors refers to Muslims of North African and Spanish descent who were forced to convert to Christianity after the practice of proselytizing Islam was banned. To escape persecution, many fled and settled in this South American state. After moving, the Moors first established a mosque in the 80s, namely the At-Tawhid Mosque, which was open to the Shia community in 1983 and received support from the Iranian embassy. The second mosque building is the Al-Rahman Mosque, which was built in 1985 for the Sunni community and is the second mosque building for the Muslim community. Apart from these two mosques, there is the King Fahd Mosque, which was built in 1996 and was funded by the King of Saudi Arabia and is the largest mosque in America. Quoted from Amalaya.com, the Muslim community in South America has experienced a decline in recent years due to internal factors within the community. Islamic traditional habits and practices have begun to disappear. This is because the previous generation has died and has not passed on Islamic knowledge to the next generation. Apart from that, many Muslim descendants only speak Spanish, which leads to the second problem, namely that there are not enough Muslim experts or clerics who are fluent in Spanish. Due to this, most of the younger generation do not know Arabic, so the knowledge of the younger generation of Muslims in Argentina is slowly starting to fade.